Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the fifth set. Today I've got a really special episode because I'm challenging one of Ireland's top junior players. That's right, so Billy on the other side of the net actually had the number 1 ranking as a junior in the under 16 category, but let's chat to him before we play.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the fifth set. I'm here with Billy, who's one of the best juniors in the country. Billy, do you want to give us your accomplishments, rankings, give us a little overview?
So I represented Munster at the Pros this year. I was ranked 1 nationally in singles and doubles at the same time.
Yeah.
Just looking forward to it today. Yeah.
Okay. You might need to speak up a little bit for the camera.
Sure.
What's your aspiration? You told me you want to play D1 tennis in the States, right? So speak to me a little bit about how you're training to get there.
So this year I'm looking to go abroad to kind of train in an academy before I play. A couple of ITFs here and then a couple abroad, so that should help definitely.
Yeah. And what's your top 3 unis or schools you want to aim for? Do you have an idea?
Not really. I'm sure like any high-ranked D1 school would be really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just very quickly, describe your game style for me. How do you like to play?
I would say a lot of variation. Look to get on the forehand and then come to finish at the net.
All right. All right. Love it. Let's play.
So there you have it. All of Billy's accomplishments. Really impressive that he had the number 1 ranking. And I'm going to be taking him on in a couple of tie breaks today to see if I can essentially keep up and hopefully produce some great content for you guys. So we were just warming up here from the baseline, and Billy's got really nice strokes and consistency. So I knew it was going to be a really tough challenge for me. But I actually don't think I did all that bad, to be honest with you. So let's see what the points were like.
All right, so we're going to play a tiebreak to 10 underarm feed. Let's see how I do.
All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to share a couple of my thoughts and commentary as we watch this tiebreak. Now, not off to a great start on my end, with Billy catching me out. And I think the general takeaway for me is that I would just drop my shots a little too short and just give Billy the chance to come in and be the aggressor, essentially. And when he is the aggressor, it's really hard to win the points off of him. This next point, I think, is actually a pretty good example of a case where even though I'm hitting quite well from the baseline, because I haven't got the placement quite right and Billy started with the aggressive shot first, I was very quickly out of position and lost the point. So I did end up getting a point here. So it was 3-1, and let's see how I do here. Not great. Dropped another ball short, so Billy gets another easy forehand put away. Now, the one thing you can't do when you play someone much better than yourself is make silly mistakes. And that's exactly what I do here. Easy volley, and I just don't do enough. And Billy reads me and makes me look a bit silly there, so he's got the 5-2 lead right now. I also have a tendency to slice a lot. When I slice short and it doesn't go well, again, it gives my opponent a very easy put away. And I might get away with that at a club level with some folks, but against Billy, it's a lot harder to get away with shots like that. Now, I did try to be a little bit more aggressive and approach the net when I could, and luckily Billy just puts this lob long, because I wasn't getting that, and that was maybe only a couple of centimeters long. So even when I was the aggressor and moving forward, nearly lost that point. So after stringing a couple of decent points together and Billy maybe making a few uncharacteristic errors, I actually ended up taking the lead. So it's 7-6 here. But again, not good enough with the slice and a great forehand that makes it 7-all. Now coming up here is one of my favorite points of the session because I actually play a really good slice wide and then manage just to whip that forehand across. And hey, it's 8-7, so I'm kind of knocking on the door with a chance here to maybe steal this tiebreak off of Billy. So let's see what happens here. And I thought, why not go for it? Played a very cheeky drop shot and played it perfectly. So now I'm actually on a couple match points, which is very surprising. But let's see if I can put this tiebreak to bed. At this point, I figured I gotta take this tiebreak from him. Play a great volley, he somehow gets it. Terrible smash, I get another chance, and I do what I always do with my overheads. I just don't have an overhead, it's embarrassing. So that's one match point essentially completely squandered off of my racket. And then on the next match point, hits the net cord. That was actually a pretty good slice. It had pace, it was whizzing through the air, but just can't get it right. And now it's 9-all. Again, went to the net, but Billy just played a really good forehand. I played a good slice approach. That was not an easy shot for him to play. And now it's 10-9 and he has the match point. Play another cheeky drop shot. He does so well to get there, but just puts it wide. So my drop shot again does bail me out. And now it's 10-all. So this is much closer than I ever expected it to be. So I'm quite happy, but let's see what happens here. Great inside out backhand. I did so well to get it, but can't do enough with the return. He just caught me off guard with that backhand. I could have sworn he was going to go cross court and then played a short inside out. Who does that? And now Billy has his first match point on the first tiebreak. I don't play a good backhand and he puts it away. So Billy takes this 12-10, but let's have a quick catch up and chat with him. And we kind of spoke about our games. He did tell me that since last year when I last played with him, he does think I've improved and I've got more pace in my shots. And I did feel like I was playing better. And I don't think I played bad in that tiebreak at all. Obviously, Billy's better and I'm dropping a few balls short. But overall, I was actually pretty impressed with the score line and my level of play. But now it was time to play with serves. So we're going to play another tiebreak. We're both going to serve. And we're going to see how this goes. So let's get into that now.
All right, tie breaks till 10 with the serve. Let's see how I do.
So let's see how this tiebreak goes. My biggest issue was that I could not find my first serve, which made life really hard. And even if I hit a decent serve on the second serve, Billy was chipping and slicing these back in such an awkward manner that, as you can see, he was hitting some clean winners or making it really, really difficult for me. So it just became really hard when I wasn't finding my first serve. Obviously, he was still putting away some really good winners at every half chance that he got. And then again, he also was able to whip out some super big serves like that. That had some pop on it, and I couldn't really control that return at all. I did finally manage to get a first serve in, and when I do, it does have a bit of pop to it, especially on this surface with a little bit of dampness on it, but I just didn't do that enough to trouble Billy. And I feel like on a different day, had I made more first serves, I could have definitely given him more of a match. But I think I hit like 25% of my first serves in, which is just not good enough when you play a good player. Here I tried to replicate my drop shot success from the first tiebreak. Didn't quite get it right, but managed to play this backhand lob deep. And the ambitious tweener didn't quite come off for Billy, so I've actually kind of fought my way back to about a 5-4 here. This next point at 5-6 is also really good. Had to dig out a second serve, and Billy again, of course the aggressor, was on the front foot. But I managed to hit it good down the line. I don't know how he got that. Didn't do enough with the cross court, and it was just so chaotic, but just about managed to force myself to make him play the extra ball and got that point. So I'm still hanging in there. It is 6-all. And on this point, Billy gets me with a second serve ace out wide. I wasn't expecting that. I feel like usually he hits more of a safer kick serve, and just completely got me off guard on that one. I finally got another first serve in, and I'm just doing my best to stay in the point again. Kind of chasing, and again, just being dragged out wide where I'm losing a little bit of control. So it's a 9-7 to Billy. And I know we said this tiebreak was going to be to 10, but we actually ended up playing, I think, to 15. So it's 10-7 now, but we have a couple extra points. So let's watch these and see how we do. And finally hit the serve that I've been looking for all match, that I know I'm capable of, but it just went missing today, and I had to only resort to 1 or 2 free points on my serve, unfortunately, which made life tricky. So here we go, at 14-10, Billy's got a match point, so I need to keep myself in it. Went for the out wide that I don't think he would have gotten that, but I hit the net cord, and I went for it again. And he called it in, to be fair, which was generous of him. I thought it might just have been wide, but I did manage to get my second ace of the session, and it's 14-11, so still just hanging on. But Billy does manage here to take this tiebreak 15-11. So I lost both tiebreaks, but I thought I played pretty well. I was happy. And Billy and I were just catching up at the end, and he mentioned just his thought process and how he was approaching these tiebreaks. In the first tiebreak, when I had those match points, he was just explaining how he was playing the probabilities, played that great forehand down the line just to force me into an awkward volley. Then he hit that short inside out backhand, which was intentional, and he caught me off guard. So a really smart player, just made the right decisions, played the probabilities, and made it really awkward for me when I did have my chances. Unfortunately, it's 0-2. Billy gets both the tie breaks today, but it was so much fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Best of luck to Billy with not only all the local and international tournaments he's going to play, but I hope to see him in a couple of years playing D1 tennis, which is his aspiration, obviously, to be playing in the States. And if you want more videos like this where I take on the best Irish players, juniors, whatever it might be, let me know in the comments, because then I can reach out to more players and try and set this up. If you like the tiebreak format, or if you just want me to play full sets, let me know, because I'm happy to experiment with whatever content you guys want to see. But thank you so much for watching. As always, please drop a comment, like, subscribe. It helps a lot. And I'll get messaging other folks, get other people on the channel, make more content. And as always, I will see you guys very, very, very soon. Thank you so much.